Hi Sagittarius. We're doing a relationship, Valentine's reading. I'm going to start with the people in relationships. Just doing a little reading for what's coming up in the run up to Valentine's Day, see what's going on for Sagittarius. Anything else? Okay. Okay, Sag, so your first card out is Ten of Pentacles. So that's a really lovely card for an overview for reading. For me, this is very much about nostalgia of times gone by, of times when you were really, really happy, you know, when you were maybe in your younger days where you had all that love. Could be dealing with an earth sign, could be another fire sign, could be a water sign, because you've got quite a few here. Next card out you've got is the Queen of Wands. Now, it's a reverse view, so this fire sign isn't really focused on you. It doesn't have your best interests at heart right now. And I feel that both of you are not really focused on each other. So for some of you in relationships, you're not... If you're in a relationship with another fire sign, I feel like it's not wonderful right now, maybe. Because your bottom of the deck is a Ten of Swords. So maybe there's some hurt that you're causing each other. Or you're hurting them, they're hurting you. Whatever resonates for you will resonate. And I think you're focused on trying to get back to a happier time when the focus was more on each other. Some of you, the next card out, you've got the Ace of Cups, which is wonderful. So there's new love coming in. Maybe you're refocusing on, you're focused on how things used to be and you're going to have a time to get back there, to re-pitch this love relationship, and take it to another level maybe. Maybe your relationship, you remember how it was really, really happy, and actually, yes, you have that nostalgia of being younger and more carefree and more in the sort of, not necessarily younger as in you've been together for hundreds of years, but as in, you know, in the beginning of a relationship when everything's all exciting and new, maybe you're missing that a little bit. But you know what? New things don't always have to be fresh and exciting, because actually sometimes the next level is a new level. And it leads you on to more Ten of Pentacles, more happiness. I'll say for some of you, if you're dealing with an earth sign, they're also not really facing your way. They're not focused on you right now. Maybe they're feeling hurt by you. Maybe you've hurt them. Maybe they've hurt you. And that's what's keeping you reminiscing. Is that while this earth sign is not looking in your direction, while they're not focused on feeling, where they're not feeling loving towards you, you're remembering a time that they were. However, lest we forget, the next one out is the World. So for some of you, you're feeling really nostalgic and it's all good because everything is in control. Everything is turning in your favour. Everything is there for you. And yes, you've had all that nostalgia. You've had all that lovely, lovely, fresh part of the relationship when it's all nice and exciting. And now you just get everything else that comes along with it. You've made it through. You've made it through. You've dealt with the hurt. You've got the nostalgia, you've got the memory of the lovely relationship from the beginning, and it's moving on to beautiful new places. So a bit of a mixed bag for you guys in relationships, but good and bad, so it's always good. Let's have a look at the singles. Way too many. Single Sagittarius in relationships, please. What's going on for you guys in the run up to Valentine's Day? Okay. So, top is the Empress in reverse. So for some of you singles, you need to get focused on what it is that you want to harvest. So the Empress for me is about harvesting, is about, you know, planting seeds, about rebirth, about cycles, about, you know, she's leveled up from the Queens and the Kings and the previous relationships. But you got to get a bit clear on that because it's still in the reverse view for some of you singles out there. Now, for some of you, that feeling of not being in the harvest season is keeping you in the Eight of Swords. It's keeping you feeling a bit trapped. So for some of you, you've got the Empress there, and the loving emotion is there for you, but you still feel a little bit trapped, Sag. And I don't know why that is, because I feel that you, like the sun is shining, the blindfold is on. So for some of you, it's not seeing where you're going and not seeing how to free yourself is keeping you away from harvesting what you really want. So you've got to get that clear. You've got to get that way through, get out of that trapped energy. And I know it's easier said than done. Some of you, happy, joy, 10 of Cups. So the harvest isn't there yet, but you're totally cool with it because you know it's on the way. You know that if you just bide your time, be patient, stay in the flow, let things happen, Ten of Cups is coming in. I love that, Sagittarius. So yeah, you're not harvesting yet, but it's all good because it's on the way. Some of you, this is singles obviously still, some of you are feeling a little bit trapped because you've got the devil in the reverse. So some of you are feeling that this non-harvest, this stagnant mode of not being able to birth anything new, of not being able to give way to, of staying where you are, is because you're trapped. Maybe you're trapped by the temptation of a previous relationship, or someone who, maybe Capricorn, someone who's done you wrong. Someone who's hurt you is keeping you from rebirthing, Sagittarius. And I think the longer you stay in this, again, it feeds back into that Eight of Swords. The longer you stay in this, the longer you stay away from the Empress, from the loveliness. Some of you, though, you've got the Eight of Wands. So for some of you, you're going to start making the movements. And that movement that you make will flip that round to being the Empress and to the rebirth and the harvest. And some of you, I really like that. Because I think for some of you singles, you've got two eights here, which is lovely. So that's a really nice balance of, you know, the Eight of Swords and the Eight of Wands, both in the daylight view. So that is lovely. So yes, there is a feeling of trapped, but you know what you're getting out of it? The movement is coming in. And the sooner you get away from this bad energy, the sooner you get to your Ten of Cups. Like I say, it could be a Capricorn, doesn't have to be. It could be another fire sign that you're with, because it's, you know, it's a really fiery vision. It could be that this fire sign is trapping you and keeping you away from your Ten of Cups, from your happy ending, from your happy ever after. As I say, that will resonate how it resonates. So that's been single Sagittarians. Any further advice for Sagittarius? Any further advice for Sagittarius? Any more advice for Sagittarius? Okay, just the one. So you've got the Ace of Swords. So I like that. So it's time for you to make new movements, Sagittarius. It's time for you to get really clear about what it is you want going forward, because, you know, it's coming up to Valentine's Day. It's a day for, if you want to send a card to someone, send a card to someone. If you want to reach out, start something new, you go for it, because things is going in your favour. You've got the Eight of Wands underneath it as well, followed by the Ten of Cups. So happy days. If you do, you know, if you start something new, the rewards are there. I hope you'll have a lovely Valentine's, and I'll see you soon.